Welcome to another edition of the Spyder's Web. I'm Peter Blake. Thank you very much for tuning in. So the big story in the NBA is that the best player in their league has decided to opt out. That's right, LeBron James is set to become a free agent on July 1st. So what's that mean? Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 teams could be possible destinations for James. Number one team has to be the Miami Heat. Is there a distinct possibility that James opted out because he wants to see what Pat Riley and ownership is going to do about this team? I mean, let's face it, this team was completely overmatched versus the San Antonio Spurs in the finals. They need a point guard, they need a bench, they need another player to complement James. So maybe he opted out and is not going to leave until he sees what the Heat are going to do. Number two, the Chicago Bulls are a possibility, and this is why. They have Derrick Rose, they have Joakim Noah, they have one of the best coaches in the NBA in Tom Thibodeau, who loves to play defense. But the question is, can the Bulls free up enough money to get James? How about the LA Clippers at number 3? LeBron's always wanted to play with Chris Paul, who by the way is only one of the best point guards in the NBA. On top of that, he's in LA. So how can you not like the possibility? The question is, would the Clippers have to do a sign and trade with the Miami Heat and give up Blake Griffin? That's a possibility. How about the Houston Rockets? Every year we're talking about this team acquiring superstars. A couple years ago, their general manager, Daryl Morey, makes a trade for James Harden. They get Dwight Howard in free agency last year. So if they acquired James in free agency, would the Houston Rockets be a finals contender? Absolutely. How about the LA Lakers? They've been quiet lately, but they have so much salary cap room. And by the way, even though Kobe Bryant is coming off of 2 years of injury-filled seasons, if he stays healthy, he's one of the best players in the NBA. On top of adding James, they can also add Carmelo Anthony. And by the way, once again, it's LA. The Cleveland Cavaliers are my favorite, and this is why. There's a possibility that James has gotten homesick, his family lives there, they love Akron. On top of that, they have Kyrie Irving, the number 1 pick this year. And also, if you think about it, if James did go to Cleveland, he wouldn't receive as much flack leaving Cleveland and going to Miami because it would be a great story. A hometown kid going home to try to win a championship for a town that hasn't seen a championship in 60 years. So, in saying that, that's also a possibility. There's one thing I take out of this whole situation. It's all about business. It's exactly what James said at his introductory press conference with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. It's about business. And if you think these possibilities are crazy, then you're really not looking at the big picture. There's one thing for sure. On July 1st, business is about to pick up. For another edition of the Spyder's Web, I'm Peter Blake.